Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just a couple quick updates with post-trial motions as well as the donations. So far, I've managed to raise $1,090 out of the $10,000 I was looking for, and that is just, I do want to say, a huge burden off my shoulders. I know we're only 1/10 of the way there. Trust me, anything is plenty, and I greatly appreciate it. You can still send money to my attorney if you want to donate. We're still doing post-trial motions. If those fail, we're still doing appeals. I mean, we're not going to stop. So if you're interested in donating still, please do. For all of you who have, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. In fact, one of the donors who sent some money to my attorney actually wrote a handwritten letter. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. I always love hearing from you guys. And that individual actually had just informed me that they had just passed the bar, not as a trial attorney, but doing some other stuff with the states, and hoping to use that for the benefit of the community. And that is greatly appreciated. We need more people like that. So thank you. And as far as the post-trial motions go, I actually have it here. I'm going to read to you just a section, not the whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and link a little bit, link it in the bio. So basically, the post-trial motion that we're making is that the plaintiffs failed to substantiate their allegations during trial, and that the information they presented to the jury during trial would have required the jury to speculate as to how they made their verdict. They would have had to, there's just not enough information there. In fact, specifically in my case, there's absolutely nothing. I'm going to read this to you so we can cover that. But basically, my attorney makes the argument, in my case, let's see if I can locate this here. Says, plaintiff's evidence as to unlawfully conspiring against Nathan Damigo appears to consist of the following: that he was friends with Richard Spencer and Spencer's friends and associates, that Mr. Damigo had weekly calls with Richard Spencer's friends and associates, that Mr. Damigo was present at alt-right parties where planning for Unite the Right was discussed. That actually wasn't the case. That was a false recollection, if I recall correctly, of Richard Spencer. But we'll move on as far as that goes. It was claimed that I was at a party that I actually wasn't at, if I recall correctly. But I'm going to move on from that. But that Mr. Damigo asked for fake Antifa accounts to be set up. That is true. I did that probably almost like a year prior to Charlottesville, even before Charlottesville had even occurred. The purpose of that was for trying to gain information from Antifa. And some people said, hey, that's dumb. That's not going to work. And I pretty much told people within 24 hours, I just like, yeah, that was a dumb idea. We're not going to do it. So, that's meaningless as far as Charlottesville is concerned. That Mr. Damigo admitted that he and or Identity Europa were working with other alt-right groups as to August 11th and 12th. Yes, there were many individuals from Identity Europa who were working with other people involved with planning that rally. Videotape depositions, primarily those of Elliot Klein and Samantha Froelich. Other substantially similar evidence. So the above does not provide evidence that would allow the jury to find either unlawful agreement or foreseeability of any acts that injured any plaintiff. First, there is no evidence of what the contents of any communication Mr. Damigo was proven to have was. That's in reference to the meetings, I think, with Spencer. Where evidence of contents was proven, it was innocuous, such as working with other alt-right groups, in quotes. Like I said, Identity Europa was working with other alt-right groups. That's a completely innocuous statement and has nothing to do with attempting to commit racial violence. Second, the video, depositions, and other exhibits do not implicate Damigo in anything more than having what the law considers racial animus. So I guess under the law, yeah, I have a grudge, I guess, because I made some quips that were racially insensitive. So whatever. As well as being acquainted with other alt-right personalities. Indeed, witness Samantha Froelich admitted during the portion of her video deposition played on trial day 17 that she never heard any plans calling for IE members to engage in unlawful violence at Unite the Right. Her previous video testimony had established she was in a position, due to her relationship with Elliot Klein and Richard Spencer, relationships, I'm going to try not to laugh about that one, but to have been aware of those plans if they existed. Accordingly, Mr. Amigo is entitled to a direct verdict in his favor as to all conspiracy claims. And that's just, the post-trial motion. And quite frankly, the evidence they had against me was, completely innocuous. In most cases, it was out of context. There were a lot of out of context statements made. There were, other people who made statements, and most of the stuff that was most of the conversations that were going on in regard to Unite the Right, I wasn't there because I wasn't planning it. It wasn't my rally. I was too busy with school and a girlfriend at the time. I had way too much going on, and then just trying to deal with the ins and outs and everyday aspects of running an organization that has hundreds and hundreds of people with their own little stupid problems that you've got to deal with. Dealing with all these personalities and stuff, constantly just putting out fires like, oh, this person said this or hurt my feelings and that. I didn't have time to work on that rally, and to be honest, I really wish I did. I think I probably could have helped everyone avoid some of the pitfalls that we fell into. But that being said, it is what it is, and I still absolutely maintain my innocence. This lawsuit was absolutely done for the purpose of destroying our ability to speak and organize lawfully, and to just, Roberta Kaplan herself said publicly that she wanted to destroy us and bankrupt us, and that was the whole purpose of this lawsuit. She's committing acts of lawfare, and that's what she's going to do. So we're going to keep fighting it, but this post-trial motion, I can't tell you exactly when there's going to be responses to it or whatnot. I think it's going to be within the next 30 days, 60 days. It's going to be real soon here. So, hopefully we'll get an answer soon. Even if it's an answer that we're not hoping for, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep fighting. And if it comes down to it, we're gonna take this into bankruptcy court. As I've already explained in previous videos, they don't stand a chance. The standards are so much higher in bankruptcy court. They're actually legitimate standards. We do need reform in the civil courts in this country, in my opinion. After dealing with all this stuff, the standards are absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, I just want to give everyone an update. I thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And if you want, you can still donate. I will put my attorney's address up on the screen, and you can send him a check or money order. I really, really appreciate that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.